Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing my final predictions for the Oscars of 2023. My final predictions of the nominations. The nominations released tomorrow. Very excited. I'll have my video out of that tomorrow, so cannot wait for that. But I'm just going to be predicting the nominations for around, I think, 20 categories. So this is how it ranks. Number one is the movie I think will get in, like, very highly. And then number 5 is, like, that's probably, like, the film that could get switched out of the runner-ups. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get into my, what's the first one? Documentary. So, the first one that I think will get in is All the Beauty and the Bloodshed. Shed. So this got a nomination at the BAFTA for Best Documentary. The BAFTAs haven't been, but that's pretty big to have on one of these. So I do think that has a chance. Fire of Love, a BAFTA Best Documentary Award nomination. Like I said, the BAFTAs haven't been. Never Laney has had another BAFTA Best Documentary nomination. All the Breathes is another BAFTA Best Documentary nomination. And then lastly, we have Moon Age Daydream, which is another BAFTA Best Documentary, with some of my runner-ups such as Descendant, Bad Axe, and The Territory. So it's either Moon Age, Daydream, or either those three, or some films could get out. Who knows? Now on to Best Song. My number one, the one that's getting ranked, getting so many awards for this song. It's Naatu Naatu from RRR. So it got Critics' Choice Awards, Best Song win, and Golden Globes Best Song win. So that's very big. And then my second one is Hold My Hand from Top Gun Maverick. It's got 2 nominations for Critics' Choice and Golden Globes for Best Song. Lift Me Up from Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Yeah, got nominations from Critics' Choice Awards and Golden Globes for Best Song. The fourth choice is Seo Papa from Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. It's got a nomination from Critics' Choice and Golden Globes. And then I think will be like a what do you call it? Like one to surprise people is Applause by from Tell It Like a Woman. But it has no big nominations, so it could sneak in. And my runner-ups are New Body of Rumba from White Noise, Carolina from Where the Crawdads Sing, and This Is Life from Everything Everywhere All at Once. So yeah. Now going on to Best Sound. The one that I think is going to get it is Top Gun Maverick at number 1. It's got a BAFTA nomination for Best Sound. We've got Avatar: The Way of Water. It's got another BAFTA one. We've got Elvis. We have also All Quiet on the Western Front and The Batman. So All Quiet on the Western Front got a BAFTA nomination. Elvis got a BAFTA nomination. Avatar got a BAFTA nomination, and Top Gun Maverick got a BAFTA nomination, but the Batman did not. So it could sneak in. Or if it's not the Batman, or some of these others, my picks were Everything Everywhere All at Once, Babylon, or Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So, yeah. Next up, we have International. I should actually say the runner-ups before I go into my top 5. So we have Bardo from Mexico, EO from Poland, and Corsage from Austria. The number 1 is All Quiet on the Western Front. I think this movie is going to get in. So All Quiet on the Western Front's a German film, if you didn't know. Yeah, I think this movie is going to get in. It's got nominations from Critics' Choice, Golden Globes, BAFTA. My number 2 is Decision to Leave from South Korea. It's got nominations from Critics' Choice, Golden Globes, and BAFTA. My number 3 is Argentina 1985. It's got a Critics' Choice International nomination, Golden Globes International win. Now, that was a huge surprise. And BAFTA nomination. So, I feel like that film does have a good chance on getting in. Next up, Close. Close, it's got a nomination for International Critics' Choice and Golden Globes, so it could get into the Oscars. And then one that could be very close, or it's either Bardo, and the other choices, it's The Quiet Girl. Everyone's been putting this movie on the list. Like, this movie is very quiet, like, from nominations. Except for BAFTA, because they got a nomination for Best International, which I love. And yeah, I will be so happy if this movie got a nomination. I would be so happy. Best VFX, this is my favourite category award. And we have Avatar: The Way of Water. Oh, sorry, I should probably do the runner-ups. Runner-ups: Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Nope, and Fantastic Beasts: Secrets of Dumbledore. Now to the number one, Avatar: The Way of Water. I mean, yeah, it's got Critics' Choice, a VFX win, and BAFTA nomination for VFX. I think this movie will get the award. And Top Gun Maverick, it's got nominations from both Critics' Choice and BAFTA. And then we got The Batman, it's got Critics' Choice and BAFTA nominations. All Quiet on the Western Front, I would be really happy if this got it. It's got a BAFTA nomination. And one that's a little bit of a silent one, 13 Lives. It's either 13 Lives or I think it's, if it's not 13 Lives, it could be Nope. Maybe. Who knows? Until tomorrow. Now to Best Score. This is again one of my favourite awards. Runner-ups, I think Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Woman King, and All Quiet on the Western Front. So number one for me is Babylon from Justin Hurwitz. It's got Golden Globes win for original score, Critics' Choice for original score nomination, and a BAFTA nomination. Very, I think this movie could get it. Another one, Guillermo del Toro, Pinocchio from Alexandre Desplat. I don't know if that was racist, I'm just trying to say it right. From Critics' Choice nomination, Golden Globes nomination, and BAFTA nomination. Third one is The Banshees of Inisherin. I would be so happy if this got in for Best Score, because I loved the score for Banshees. So it's got Golden Globes nomination and BAFTA nomination. The Fabelmans in number 4 from John Williams. It's got Critics' Choice nomination, Golden Globes nomination. And number 5 for me is Woman Talking. I'm not going to say that. Helder. There you go. I'm not going to pronounce that because I didn't want to butcher that last name. But it's got a Critics' Choice Original Score nomination and Golden Globes Original Score nomination. So, if that film didn't get in, I'm probably going to give it to Everything Everywhere. Maybe. Or All Quiet on the Western Front. That would be a good one to put in there. Production design. We have runner-ups: Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, The Batman, Everything Everywhere All at Once. So, number 1 for me is Babylon. It's got the Critics' Choice win and BAFTA nomination, so it's very likely I'm getting that BAFTA and Oscar. Avatar: The Way of Water got that Critics' Choice nomination. Elvis, and it's got that Critics' Choice nomination and BAFTA nomination. All Quiet on the Western Front, it's got the BAFTA nomination. And The Fabelmans, which got the Critics' Choice nomination. So I think I'll say them again. The Fabelmans, All Quiet on the Western Front, Elvis, Avatar: The Way of Water, and Babylon. Now on to animated. I think this one's going to be very obvious. Number 1, runner-ups, come on. Runner-ups: Wendell and Wild, The Sea Beast, and The Bad Guys. Now, number 1 for me, it's Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. It's got the Golden Globes win, the Critics' Choice win, and the BAFTA nomination, which it's probably going to win. So, if you think about it, it's mostly ranked in all the big awards for animated. So, yeah. The second one, Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. Really hope that this one gets in. So, I've got Golden Globes nomination, Critics' Choice nomination, and BAFTA nomination. I'd be really happy if this movie got in for animated, because I love the film. Another one, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. It's got the Golden Globes nomination, Critics' Choice nomination, and BAFTA nomination. Yes, really hope that this movie gets in. Turning Red, they have to put in a Disney Pixar movie. But Golden Globes nomination, Critics nomination, and BAFTA nomination. And the fifth one, for me, a little bit of a silent one. It's My Father's Dragon. I feel like that film would get in because, where is it? It's from the creators who made Wolfwalkers, which was, I think, gotten the animated Oscars for 2020? 2021? I forgot what year it came out. But if it's not that, it's probably going to be like The Sea Beast or Wendell and Wild. But The Bad Guys, it's going down, but I really hope it could. Next up, makeup and hairstyling. We got runner-ups, Blonde, Babylon, and Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Now my top 5, The Whale, it's got the BAFTA nomination and Critics Choice nomination. Another one is Elvis, it's got the BAFTA nomination and Critics Choice win. And the other one is The Batman, it's got the BAFTA nomination and Critics nomination. All Quiet on the Western Front, it's got the BAFTA nomination. In Amsterdam, I feel like that one could be like a little bit of a surprise to go in there. Or if it's not Amsterdam, it's probably going to be Babylon or Black Panther or Blonde. It's one of them. If that doesn't happen. Costume design. Runner-ups, Amsterdam, The Fabelmans, and Living. A number one for me is Black Panther Wakanda Forever. It's got the Critics' Choice win for costume design, so very likely. Another one is Elvis. It's got the Critics' Choice nomination and BAFTA nomination, so that's 2. 3 for me is Critics' Choice. 3 is Babylon. It's got the Critics' Choice nomination and BAFTA nomination. 4 for me is The Woman King. It's got the Critics' Choice nomination. And number 5 for me is Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. It's got the BAFTA nomination. So that could be likely, or it's probably going to be Amsterdam or The Fabelmans. I don't think Living will get in, but that's just a little bit of a that could be it. And now adapted screenplay, we got runner-ups Living, She Said, Top Gun Maverick. Number 1 for me, The Whale. It's got the BAFTA nomination and Critics nomination, so very likely they could get in. And then 2, Woman Talking. It's 1, the Critics' Choice win for adapted screenplay, and nominated for the Golden Globe, but didn't get it. Glass Onion and Knives Out Mystery. I think that could get in. It's got the Critics' Choice nomination. All Quiet on the Western Front. It's got the BAFTA nomination. And She Said has got the BAFTA and Critics' Choice nomination. Or if it's not She Said or any of the others, like I said, Living, She Said, or Top Gun Maverick. Now on to original screenplay. My runner-ups are Babylon, After Sun, and The Menu. Number 1 for me, it's Everything Everywhere All at Once. BAFTA nomination, Critics' Choice win, and Golden Globes nomination. Then we have The Banshees of Inisherin. It's got the BAFTA nomination, Critics' Choice nomination, and Golden Globes win. In The Fabelmans, it's got the BAFTA nomination, Critics' Choice nomination, and Golden Globes nomination. 4th is Tar. It's got the BAFTA nomination, Critics' Choice nomination, and Golden Globes nomination. Number 5 is Triangle of Sadness with the BAFTA nomination. Now on to editing. We runner-ups Avatar: The Way of Water, The Fabelmans, and Tar. Number 1 for me, it's Top Gun Maverick for editing. I think this movie will definitely get in, but it's got BAFTA nomination, Critics' Choice nomination, so yeah. Everything Everywhere All at Once, it's got the BAFTA nomination and Critics' Choice win. Third is Elvis. It's got the Critics' Choice nomination. Fourth is The Banshees of Inisherin. It's got the BAFTA nomination. And fifth is All Quiet on the Western Front with a BAFTA nomination. Or if it's not any of them, like I said, the runner-ups were Avatar: The Way of Water, The Fabelmans, or Tar. Now on to... Oh god, what happened here? Cinematography, there we go. So my runner-ups are Bardo, Avatar: The Way of Water, and The Fabelmans. So my top 5, number 1, Top Gun Maverick. It's got the BAFTA nomination and Critics' Choice win. That movie's definitely getting in. All Quiet on the Western Front, number 2, with the BAFTA nomination. Third is Empire of Light. It's got the BAFTA nomination and Critics' Choice nomination. Even though I'm not a huge fan of the movie, I still feel like it could get in. We've got The Batman with the BAFTA nomination. And 5 is Elvis with the BAFTA nomination. Or if it's neither The Batman or Elvis, it's probably going to be Bardo, Avatar: The Way of Water, or The Fabelmans. Now on to Supporting Actress. Yes. For the runner-ups, we got Dolly DeLeon for Triangle of Sadness, Carey Mulligan for She Said, and Jessie Buckley for Woman Talking. Number 1 for me, it's Angelina Bassett for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. She's got the Golden Globe win, Critics' Choice win, BAFTA win, and SAG win. She's getting it. Come on. Kerry Condon, she's got the Golden Globes nomination, Critics' Choice nomination, BAFTA nomination, and SAG nomination. And then we have Hong Chow, who's got the BAFTA nomination and SAG nomination for The Whale. Jamie Lee Curtis for Everything Everywhere All at Once. She's got the Golden Globes nomination, Critics' Choice nomination, BAFTA nomination, and SAG nomination. And my fifth one, a bit of a stab in the dark, is Stephanie Sue from Everything Everywhere All at Once, with a Critics' Choice nomination and a SAG nomination. Or if it's neither of those, like I said, Dolly DeLeon for Triangle of Sadness, Carey Mulligan for She Said, or Jessie Buckley for Woman Talking. Supporting actor. This one's easy for me. Runner-ups, Jude Hirsch from The Fabelmans, Eddie Redmayne from The Good Nurse, or Brian Tyree Henry from Causeway. Number 1 for me is Ke Huy Quan from Everything Everywhere All at Once. He's got the Golden Globes win, the SAG win, nomination, the Critics' Choice win, and the BAFTA nomination. Yeah. 2, Brendan Gleeson from The Banshees of Inisherin. He's got the Golden Globe nomination, SAG nomination, Critics' Choice nomination, and BAFTA nomination. Then we have another one from The Banshees, Barry Keoghan. Is it Barry Keoghan? Sorry if I mispronounced that. With the Golden Globes nomination, SAG nomination, Critics' Choice nomination, and BAFTA nomination. The fourth one, Paul Dano from Fabelmans. He's got the SAG nomination and Critics' Choice nomination. And number 5 for me is Brad Pitt from Babylon with the Golden Globes nomination. I feel like he will get in. I have a gut feeling. Best Actress. This is a very hard choice. Very, very hard one. Runner-ups, Michelle Williams from The Fabelmans, Margot Robbie from Babylon, and Olivia Colman from Empire of Light. Now, number 1 for me, it's Cate Blanchett for Tar. She's got the BAFTA nomination, Critics' Choice win, a SAG nomination, and Golden Globes win. So yeah. Number 2, Michelle Yeoh from Everything Everywhere All at Once. She's got the Golden Globes win, BAFTA nomination, Critics nomination, Critics' Choice nomination, and SAG nomination. Third is Danielle Deadwyler for Till, the BAFTA nomination, Critics' Choice nominations, and SAG nomination. Fourth one is Viola Davis for The Woman King. She's got the BAFTA nomination, Critics' Choice nomination, SAG nomination, and Golden Globes nomination. And the fifth one, it's Ana de Armas for Blonde. Even though that I hated Blonde, I really think that the Oscars will pick Ana de Armas because Marilyn Monroe. But it's for BAFTA, SAG, and Golden Globes nomination. And also, Ana de Armas was really good in that role for me. Best Actor. The runner-ups, we have Paul Mescal from Aftersun, Tom Hanks from A Man Called Otto, Hugh Jackman from The Sun, and it's tied with Hugh Jackman, you have Adam Sandler from Hustle. Number one for me, it's Austin Butler from Elvis. He's got the Golden Globes win, SAG nomination, Critics nomination, and BAFTA nomination. The second one is Brendan Fraser for The Whale. He's got the Golden Globes nomination, SAG nomination, Critics' Choice nomination, and BAFTA nomination. Third one is Colin Farrell from The Banshees of Inisherin. Those three are like a tie. Like a race to see who's getting it. But Golden Globes nomination, SAG nomination, Golden Globes nomination, and BAFTA nomination. So he's got the Golden Globes win. Yeah. At fourth, you got Bill Nighy from from Living. He's got the Golden Globes nomination, SAG nomination, Critics' Choice nomination, and BAFTA nomination. So hopefully he gets it. Who knows? And fifth, it's Tom Cruise from Top Gun Maverick. Okay, and yeah, Tom Cruise. He hasn't got any nominations for Best Actor, but I really hope he gets Best Actor for Oscars. But if he doesn't, for me, out of the runner-ups, I think it's gonna be Paul Mescal from Aftersun. Now on to Best Director. Some runner-ups have Baz Luhrmann for Elvis, Park Chan-wook for Decision to Leave, and James Cameron for Avatar: The Way of Water. Number one is the Daniels from Everything Everywhere All at Once. They did Golden Globes nomination, BAFTA nomination, and Critics' Choice win. And the second one is Martin McDonagh for The Banshees of Inisherin. Got the Golden Globes nomination, BAFTA nomination, and Critics' Choice nomination. And the third one for me is Steven Spielberg for The Fabelmans. He's got the Golden Globe win and Critics' Choice nomination. The fourth one is Todd Field for Tar. He's got the BAFTA nomination and Critics' Choice nomination. And the fifth one is Edward Berger for All Quiet on the Western Front with the BAFTA nomination. If it's not Edward Berger, it's probably going to be... I have a gut feeling it would be Baz Luhrmann or Park Chan-wook. I don't think James Cameron will get him. Now... Oh, Best Picture time. Some runner-ups. The ones that could get in. Triangle of Sadness. Glass Onion. Aftersun. RRR. And The Woman King. Now my top 10. These are my top 10 that I think will get in. Number 10 is Babylon. It's got the Golden Globes nomination and Critics' Choice nomination. Number 9, The Whale. It's got none, but it could probably get out. If it's not The Whale, it's probably going to be RRR or something like that. But hopefully it's The Whale. 8, it's Avatar: The Way of Water. It's got the Golden Globes nomination and Critics' Choice nomination. 7, All Quiet on the Western Front. It's got the BAFTA nomination. 6, it's Tar with Golden Globes nomination, Critics' Choice nomination, and BAFTA nomination. 5 for me, I would love this if this happened, and I'm feeling it will. Top Gun Maverick. It's got the Golden Globes nomination and Critics' Choice nomination. 4th, Elvis. It's got the Golden Globes nomination, Critics' Choice nomination, and BAFTA nomination. And the top 3. These are all going to be a race. The Fabelmans. Golden Globes win and Critics' Choice nomination. 2 is The Banshees of Inisherin. It's got the Golden Globe. Oh yeah, it's got the Golden Globes win, because the Golden Globes had like drama and like comedy and all that with the Best Picture. It was weird. They had like 2 different things. I don't know why they just had one. I don't know why they didn't just have one massive thing. A Critics' Choice nomination and BAFTA nomination. But number 1 for me is Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's got the Golden Globes nomination, Critics' Choice win, and BAFTA nomination. But that is it. I hope you enjoyed me doing predictions on the Oscar nominations tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about the nominations. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to talk about the Oscar nominations, and then maybe near the end of the week I'll be starting doing every second week I'll be doing predictions on who's going to win the Oscars until the Oscars, whenever that is. I don't know when it is. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Peace.